Well, we're gonna get some small stuff planted today. Get my peas and carrots in. Some carrots already planted, but we got wind and it's drying things out, so I just watered up right where I'm planting. I soak it up really good, then I'll put my seed and cover it up. I have some seed here that's actually four years old, so I'm hoping that the germination is still going to be good. These here and there. Now a few growing at least. Different kinds, so it doesn't matter. Peas are peas. They're ready when they're ready. Just in case some of these don't grow. A few extra. Pull them out if they're too thick. We have more crazy winds today. It's been just blowing here, and then we had a forest fire popped up just, I was out to an auction sale about an hour's drive away from home, and fire popped up between, and we got trapped on the other side. No roads around or anything like that, so we spent 7 hours waiting for them to knock the fire down enough that they could reopen the road and let traffic through in the near future. So I just cover them up. I don't put that much dirt over them, but they're nice and moist, and then I will just leave it for the day here, or see how it dries out today. I will give it a little sprinkle of water on top, and that will help. But we do have a few peas in the other planter that are actually sprouting last year's peas, so yeah, I'm not too fussy when some things you have to be, but some things, really hot weather really takes a little more watering. They're not in the ground, so that they actually start to dry out. So there. Now we put peas in there, and that center one there we're going to put all through here. See, there's volunteer, maybe a pea coming. We just put carrots in there. I'll keep the peas by the edge. I got a rope here, but I got to take it down and tie a bunch of strings back and forth on each side. So yeah, we're just gonna get over here and we're gonna do the same. Oh yeah, see, we got volunteer. A nice little pea there, another one there, another one down there. Yeah, 3 or 4 I washed out here, but they're in, they'll pop up. So this bloody carrot seed is so small, and we got wind, so I We're gonna have carrots all over, I guess. Try and get them. I better cover them as I go. Now, it might look like I'm putting a lot of dirt on them, but I'm not really. It's back it down a little bit. They only have about a ½ inch over top, so fix that up, and the water lays there nicely when you water. You don't have to really soak everything. Get the oil in. Probably gonna have them. Even an hour or so before you're going to plant and let it soak in. And brush that up. And that's got the rest of the carrots in. I got one more row over there. So I'm going to just go get them seeded and catch up with you later when they start to grow. We'll get out to the greenhouse. We're going to plant some cucumbers and stuff here in a few minutes. We get it planted, lots of moisture where the seed is, so we're just going to give it a little bit more. Nice light spray so I don't wash the soil and get down too deep and disturb the seed. It'll help pull moisture up. When you got moisture above, it'll help pull moisture up from underneath, so it should keep them seeds nice and moist until they can sprout, and should be off to a good start, hopefully. Well, for the little stuff here, we'll get out to the greenhouse and get that planted. And just start with some of these straight 8. They're a really nice table cucumber. You have to pick them before they get too big, but they do get pretty nice. So I just use something to make a little hole. Or you're going to hear a lot of noise. We get lots of wind on the plastic here. I just make a little hole. Ground is moist, and you know, I can just put one in about every 6. And every 6 inches, and yeah, if they come and I want to get, there's too many, I can always dig the odd one out and just move them out to the garden. So just to get stuff started in the greenhouse. And for any of you that have watched a few of my videos, and you see that I have a greenhouse built onto the house. I did not use it this year at all. I was just way too busy in the spring, and yeah, just one thing led to another, so I didn't use it. I had planned on taking off this spring, and I wasn't going to put too much garden in. And then some other things came up and plans changed a little bit. So I'm going to put some garden in, and if I'm here to look after it, that's good. If I can get the neighbor to look after it when I'm gone, or if not, things might just suffer. But I've got a lot of other things on the go right now, so I'm going to go down the row and plant some other ones. Yeah, these are early min-Q. They're a pretty good cucumber. They're more a smaller table cucumber or pickling. I just went ahead and made a bunch of holes here. I'll show you what I do. So really I'm make a small hole, and then I'm just pushing a tiny bit of dirt. I'm making holes about 3/4 of an inch deep. By the time you pack the nice moist soil on top, you probably only have 1/2 inch of dirt on top, but you pack it down a little bit. Then when you water, it's not going to wash it at all. So, well, I'll get this planted on up to the corner, and we'll plant something else. Well, these here, we can plant a few of these modern early. They are really nice table cucumber, or for pickling. When they come on, they're just loaded, and they're only 45 days till they start maturing and stuff, so they come up pretty quick. It's amazing how fast cucumbers grow once they get to that 4-leaf stage. They got lots of moisture, boy. Cucumbers love moisture. That's something that once they're coming up, boy, you can keep the ground damp. You don't want it to dry out. If it does, a lot of times they won't make many runners. It's like they go into a maturity or something like that, and they just don't make many runners. So keep watered. They like their juice. So there, we got the cucumbers done. Let's see if we have tomatoes we can plant. Oh, I got a spot here in the middle. So I'm going to just plant about 8 peppers. This seed is actually fairly old, so I think 4 years. So I'm not sure they're going to germinate, but we'll put 2 in each hole, and we'll sacrifice the weak one, I guess, when they come up. And that way it don't choke the other one out. Maybe we can move it. Oh, a little dirt on my fingers, and then it sticks to the seed. Yeah, we'll. These are Chinese giant. They're sweet pepper. I had hot peppers in here last year, and they did tremendous. There was, I don't know how many, but they were hot. Chop them up, put them in the freezer, and use them for stews and stuff like that. But these did really good. I started them in a house in the spring, and then I moved them to the garden, and they really grew. They did pretty nice that year, and you don't have to have very many, so I just keep the old seed, and I'll plant it and see how many grow, and either they grow or they don't. So the pepper's in anyway. So I've got the greenhouse here. I mean, I got the stove in here and stuff, so our temperatures are probably going to drop down. We've had way too warm a spring, hot and dry. I expect our temperatures to drop off early June, and probably going to see a couple nights of frost. And you know, that's just having the greenhouse, keeping most stuff in here, and until first week of June. I usually get it out, or last week of May I get it out in the garden, but the last few years we've been getting a little frost, so I'm kind of a little worried that, you know, take too much out at once. So I just take some out of here, put it in the garden, leave some in here. I can wait another week, and if the weather looks good I can take some more out and just scoop a nice scoop of dirt with it. And so yeah, it all works good. So I'll show you a little bit of the garden, and that's pretty much my tomatoes planted here yet, and that'll be it. Well, we got crazy weather going on here, you know, early in the year, but it's so dry. So now we got helicopters and whatnot about 6 miles from my place. So we got a fire going. I hope they get it before it gets going too hard. So you can see behind me I have a big 1,200 gallon water tank, and I'm filling it up. I'll keep it full in the yard, water garden, and then I'll just come back and fill it up. So only about 4 miles I guess from home, so it's not bad. I can get down here and get 1,200 gallons of water and have a little bit on hand there in the yard anyways. So hopefully everything will clear off by the time you see this video. We'll either be well evacuated out, burned up, or maybe it'll be all safe. Maybe we'll get some rain and we'll put a stop to all this wildfire shit. So later.